change going on in the trucking industry. So please understand recent events, they're showing that there are certain truck drivers in America that were driving trucks that have some called non-domicile licenses. That means they do not reside in the state where the CDL was issued. The trucking is serious business. It's a dangerous business. So I don't know how you do not speak English and obtain a CDL. That's mind-boggling. But that's not the point. The point is these people that we're talking about only make up the 5% of the trucking industry. The biggest problem in the trucking industry in regards to freight rate has nothing to do with these foreign truck drivers. The reason there are foreign truck drivers because Americans do not want to do this job. Americans do not want to do this job because no one wants to shit in a bag and no one wants to piss in a pee bottle. And no one wants to sleep in the side of the road in the middle of nowhere in truck stops in rest areas, and no one wants to not eat home cooked meals, and no one wants to not sleep in their own bed, and no one wants to not take a shower every day, okay, and no one wants to give up their weekends. It's a lifestyle that modern day Americans are not ready for, so they bring these foreigners from other countries who do these jobs, okay. So now you have these meth addicts, white meth addicts. They're upset when they see these foreign truck drivers because these meth addicts fucked up their life. They fucked up their life big time, and they can't understand. They have not evolved. You have to evolve in life. Okay, so for example, this Baldy right here used to be a truck driver. Now he has so in this particular video, he will tell you he doesn't know what to do with his channel. So he brings you current negative events. He brings in negativity to you, negative events that are taking place in the trucking industry. But the problem in the trucking industry is not these foreign truck drivers. The problem is these big mega corporations like Swift and so on and so on. I cannot, and Schneider and a bunch of other big corporations who are bidding low on freight, wholesale rates, and they're paying their truck drivers kibbles and bits. The notion that these foreign truck drivers are getting paid less than American truck drivers is wrong. These foreign truck drivers are making more money than a Swift truck driver. Okay, the foreign truck drivers are making 60 cents a mile. Swift truck drivers making 50 cents a mile. Swift truck drivers getting robbed. Do you understand? By its own company. Why do you think Swift is a multi-billion-dollar company? Knight is a multi-billion-dollar company. How did they become all these billions if there's no money in the trucking industry? It is these big corporations that are robbing not only the driver, they're capitalizing, they're making money for themselves. They're becoming big by robbing the truck driver, okay? The foreign truck drivers are picking up kibbles and bits. The reason the freight rates are where they are because these big corporations are bidding wholesale freight. Walmart, Swift is moving for Walmart, thousands of loads a week. Creed Carrier is moving for Walmart, thousands of loads a week. Okay, these independent companies, they might be able to get lucky one or two Walmart loads compared to Swift got 1,000 loads a week. Okay, so these big corporations are the problem. So in this particular video, you will see this Baldy right here.
Guys, my name's Alex. I can't really look at my phone right now because I'm driving in a truck, and I know how a lot of people are talking shit about Pokemon Go right now and how they could crash. Well, I'm an Asian. I'm not a bad driver, but if I do look at this camera, there's a great chance I might crash. I'm driving an 18-wheeler semi-truck.
He's making a YouTube video while driving a truck. Okay, and his wife's gonna come out the back. They're gonna talk about we don't know what to do with ourselves. They don't drive trucks no more. So what they do is they do propaganda, spread hate and division and negativity in the trucking industry. Okay, and all the if you are a real truck driver, you know you don't need to listen to these clowns. The more you pay attention to these clowns and the accidents, you're gonna find yourself in that situation. And the next, I'm gonna show you a racist Schneider driver who has never been an owner operator. If you look at the next guy that I'm gonna show you, he looks like a guy from Brokeback Mountain. He's a character from Brokeback Mountain. Okay, he has every characteristics of someone from a gay parade. I'm gonna show you.
I don't know if I said my name was Alex, but it is. Spelled A-L-E-X. Clearly, I'm stalling for...
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Barley. Now, next we're gonna look at that Brokeback Mountain guy called Bonehead Truck.
6, 7, 8.
Hey Dale, you better grab you a Coke. You better grab you a Coke because hey, we're gonna talk about it. You see that title?
So what you have this
What do you
bone.
think about it? I just got that. Anyway, welcome to Bonehead Truckers.
This guy is called Bonehead Trucker. Okay, there are many meth head this guy clearly looks like he's from some gay parade somewhere. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, which gay parades he participates in. But he's a Schneider driver. He's never been an owner operator. He was a Schneider driver, a good puppet for Schneider, and he decided to be a YouTuber. So his whole YouTube channel is built on truck drivers doing some weird shit, improperly trained truck drivers, mostly by Swift. He targets Swift, and he's a former Schneider driver. So think about that for a second, okay? Now, recently, he's been ranting against these foreign truck drivers. They only make up 5% of the trucking industry. Some truck driver made a U-turn, okay, killed a bunch of people. Accidentally, somebody ran. You don't make U-turns. That's stupid. You're improperly trained. Supposedly, the truck drivers in America illegally didn't speak English. But now, recently, another truck driver in Georgia, a white truck driver pulling a tanker, killed 8 people. So it was a white man that is getting no attention at all. But he's targeting these Indian truck drivers. Okay? History will not be on your side. I could assure you that, because with where artificial intelligence is headed, all the truck drivers will be wiped out. And Americans are not going to do this job, okay? Americans, modern day generation of Americans, not going to shit in a bag and piss in a bottle and sleep in a truck stop and rest areas and get booted. The truck's going to get booted and get treated like shit and get robbed by you. So the companies like Schneider and Swift can rob the truck driver and make billions of dollars while you suffer, okay? The modern day generation of Americans not going to do that. You should be thankful that you have these foreign truck drivers coming to America to move freight. Do you know what a truck driver does? You taking something that was done by one or few truck drivers and you stopping a freight. A truck driver is carrying baby milk. A truck driver is carrying diapers. Okay, you are interfering with that product because you don't want to do that job. You a piece of shit, gay dude that you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that shit. You a piece of shit. You a racist piece of shit. That's what you are. Okay, you don't want to do this shit.
The freaking 8-minute video.
And you have this cartoon, the DOT guy, talking about someone going back. There's a lot of truck drivers go the wrong way. A lot of truck drivers go the wrong way, okay? But this is what I want to tell you guys.
You buy TRC Freight. We offer.
This video brought to you by TRC Freight. I'm a hillbilly. I'd like to shit in my pants. A racist scumbag I am. And there's actually many people like him in the trucking industry, but they don't come out on YouTube or in public and say stuff like that in public, okay? They're just not professional. But there are many like, so when you come in the trucking industry, just imagine dealing with
88% for owner-operators. Full transparency.
He's not a truck driver. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to sell t-shirts and his YouTube channel. He's not built for no trucking. Only thing he's built for is being a Schneider puppy. He's a Schneider puppy. That's why we need to have driver-facing cameras in the truck.
What's going on, my truckers? Welcome to my trucking news. Email us at mytruckingnews@gmail.com. You know this from America.
So now you talking about this company called American Trucker United. Now I want you to research a company called EOS Trucking with 100 out of service violation. Okay, these are hypocrites who are hiding. These are racist hypocrites. They think that to get rid of these foreign truck drivers, the rate's gonna go up, which is far from the truth. Okay, companies like Swift Transportation, JB Hunt, Warner, will eat EOS and American United Trucking alive. You're not doing nothing for the trucking industry. You're just a racist scumbag, and history will not be on your side.
In Truckers United.
And you're gonna see one of these shit in the bags truck drivers, the people that messed up their life. Okay, they have not evolved. You're gonna see them in a minute.
A great group that's just getting down to the details when it comes to English proficiency and keeping the roads safe. They shared this right here, and this is a video from a shipping manager. It looks like from a port, stating that drivers were getting taken out.
Look at this creature right here. Look at this. I don't know if that's a man or a woman. I don't know what kind of creature this is.
Their truck for not being able to speak English proficiently. And I've made this disclaimer before. American citizen or not, if you can't speak English, if you can't read the road signs, if you can't communicate with law enforcement, if you can't communicate with shipping managers and personnel.
That is true. Many Americans who are born in the United States of America don't know how to properly speak English.
At the warehouse, that is a true concern and a bottleneck. And so everything that this employee is stating here, tell me, as a truck driver, one, tell me how long you've been trucking. You don't have to put your name or not. And then tell me the truth. Is she telling the actual details and the facts of how it is when you go to a port, a shipper, or a warehouse? And is this a real problem in trucking? Because I'm going to share this information directly to Secretary of Transportation, Sean Duffy, and I think it's important for him to know. And so definitely in the comments down below, tell me how long you've been driving a truck. You could keep it anonymous. We just want the information because we want to be able to just share this to Secretary of Transportation and let them know the truth. Because this video right here definitely went viral on X. American Truckers United, thank you for showing this.
American Truckers United was started by a scammer that runs an EOS leasing scam. Look up EOS. It's called Everything on Safety, or Every Time on Safety. Every Time on Safety. It says company leasing scam company Arkansas.
But if it's not true, definitely comment that down too, because we want the truth in trucking, and we're here for safety for all people on the trucking industries.
Said Customs Border Patrols on the island. That's what we call our port, the island. And he said they are confiscating trucks left and right. He said one of the guards told him that they damn near already took away at least 20 to 25 trucks because these people do not speak English.
They cannot take your truck away if they do not speak English. Okay? There's no law that says you can be put out of service as a truck driver when no one can take your truck away. You're dumb. These are the dumb, ignorant people that exist in the trucking industry, okay? Now I'm going to show you a truck driver, a white truck driver that recently killed 8 people in Georgia. Okay, this is the white truck driver that killed 8 people in Georgia.
Have you ever wanted to survive yesterday? We have also learned all 8 victims are related. Atlanta News First reporter Tracy Amick appears at the Georgia State Patrol headquarters tonight with more. Tracy.
A white truck driver killed 8 Hispanic people in a car, and one of the women was pregnant. But you don't hear that from Sean Duffy, the DOT transportation guy, do you?
That's right. Truck driver Kane Hammock is now facing a number of charges, including 8 counts of homicide by vehicle second degree. And family members have shared with us the names of those who died inside that van.
I can't even describe the impact. It was so unexpected. I never saw it in my.
This is the dude right here. Okay, this is the guy, right? Look at his face. Killed 8 people in Georgia. But you don't hear nothing about that from Department of Transportation Sean Duffy, do you? Okay? Okay, the biggest problem, these people, the foreign truck drivers only make 5% of the trucking industry. The biggest problems is these mega carriers who are who's going to monopolize the trucking industry, and eventually you will have artificial intelligence trucks all over the United States of America. Now, just be patient. History will not be on these people's side that are spreading hate. And as for Americans United, EOS Trucking, you're the biggest leasing scam in America.